music going. Alrighty, we've got the music going. Hopefully we have the stream going. Yes, we do. Excellent. The stream is working. Let me know if you're watching and I can respond to the chat. Hopefully you can hear me. Alright. Alright, we are listening to Too High to Die by Apollo Music. Alrighty. Okay. Excuse the game noises. We'll have some more music starting in a moment. We'll have... there we go, we've got Mud Puddle starting. Alright, so we're playing some more Cheeseblock tonight. Hopefully we are streaming the right profile. Okay. Yep, looks like the right profile. Okay then, cool. So we're going to try and get a Wither Star, Nether Star, Wither Star, whatever they're called. Wither Star Fragments or Nether Star Fragments, and we need to get a Nether Star to make those, or we need to mine them. We need to mine until we get them from the mature cheese clusters. So we're going to be doing a bit of mining first and seeing if we can get mature cheese clusters, and seeing if, well, we've got mature cheese clusters, seeing if we can get the Wither Star Fragments from that, the Nether Star Fragments, whatever they're called, and we need 4 of those to make a Nether Star, or a Wither Star, Nether Star, yeah. So yeah, we'll be trying to get the Nether Star, and then making the cheese block that finishes the quest line that we're on, and moves on to the final quest line, which gets us to the end. So hopefully we'll be ready to take on the end next stream by the end of this one. We'll see how we go. Alright, so we'll just listen to the music for a little longer, and then we'll get into the gameplay. New here, I've been streaming this pack for a while. It's created by Dan Robs Probs, and it's called Cheeseblock. It's a modded cheese based cheese themed Skyblock. And there's a Forge mod pack. I did try adding rubidium because there were some performance issues, but it caused the mod pack to crash while I was testing it. So I might try adding Embedium next time and see if that fixes the issues. But yeah, hopefully the frame rate will be reasonable tonight. See how we go. Alright. So if you're new here, I'm streaming on YouTube and on Twitch, so if you're on Twitch, feel free to follow if you enjoy what you see tonight. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers, and on Twitch, I'm trying to get Twitch partner, so I need to get an average of 3 viewers per stream, which is just not happening yet. So we'll see how we go, but hopefully we'll get some more people watching regularly. Alright, and that is the end of the music, so let's jump into the game. I'll just get the gameplay happening from the gameplay side, and use my fancy little transition. And hello there, out in Twitch and YouTube land. As you can see, I've got a lot of mobs here. I've got a Wither Skull. In fact, I've got 2 of them. I've got a couple of pieces of soul sand potentially. I've got one there and one that's been turned into liquid soul. And I need either one more Wither Skeleton Skull and a couple more pieces of soul sand, or I need to mine some mature cheese clusters. Now we've got mobs everywhere, so it might be time to pick up the piece of blessed earth that's causing them all to spawn like crazy. So let's jump up to the top here and try and get rid of some of these extra mobs. We've got donkeys, we've got chickens, we've got all sorts of things, and it's one piece of blessed earth that we've got somewhere here that's causing it. That one just there. So we've got wolves. We've got all sorts of stuff. So we're going to pick this up. So that we did we just turn that into dirt? We did turn it into dirt. That is fine. We can always remake it. Okay. So that'll stop the mobs from spawning like crazy. And we're going to do a bit of mining. Alright. It's very noisy. I might just turn the background noises down. We didn't have this problem because we didn't have many mobs before, but now we've got friendly creatures. Let's turn that down a bit. And we'll turn the weather down a bit as well. And the ambient environment sounds will turn down a bit as well, and the blocks will turn down. And hopefully that won't be quite as much background noise. That's a bit better. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to mine this block here that this cow is standing on. And we need a silk touch pickaxe for this. Because if we mine it the way it is, it's going to get burnt by the blazing blood behind here. And this cow is probably going to get burnt by it as well. So I might have to just grab a lead. Or 2. Maybe we should build a quick pen for these guys. Alright, I think firstly we get some basalt. We're going to need the basalt for progression anyway. Alright, and now we need 4 nether star shards. We've got 1 at the moment. And some eco crystal blocks and a dense cheese block. And some smooth basalt. So we have some of the stuff that we need. Alright, so we really need 8 nether star shards because I think we need to have a molten one as well as a regular one. Let's just see if we can move this guy out of the way. It's sheep, cow. Okay, looks like we can't. It's getting caught by things. So let's see if we can tempt it with maybe some wheat to get it out of this area. Alright, we got cows galore. In fact, let's just, rather than even try to tempt the cow, I think we'll just get rid of the problem, as the saying goes. Yeah, we went from having no mobs to having too many mobs very quickly. Right, let's just deal with these guys. Alright. Okay, so we're going to drop off some stuff in here. We will try and get another another Wither Skeleton Skull. We've got a Wither farm just in that little section over there. We're not trying to do that, we're trying to... There. Okay, so we'll drop off the eggs and... I guess a bit of room. Okay, let's just have a look here. We've got a creeper in here. Why have we got any creepers in there? Alright, let's try and take that creeper out. Alright. This guy's a bit buggy. They don't actually seem to attack us. This is very handy. So I can't move when they're in here or something. And look, there's another skull. So we could go for the... let's actually make a wither. Oh, they do attack us if we go too close. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here then. Right. So we have a third wither skull already. So we could go for that option. Actually making the wither. So how do we make soul sand? Soul soil. Soul sand. Get it from dungeon chest. Soul soil we get from liquid soil, which we can get from, funnily enough, a wither. Or we can get it from various mobs. Sniffer, tadpole, vex, warden, wolf. We do have a wolf, or the player, or an ally, or a camel. Alright, well we do have a wolf, but I don't really want to sacrifice the wolf. Now there was a way of getting it from, from bones as well. How many bones do we have? 7. Alright, so that could be an option as well. And we can get it from, we can also get it from the skulls themselves, I believe. Although I think the skulls melt down into milk because they just count as skulls, like skeleton skulls. Alright, so we could make another lot of solium. Liquid soul, that's the word. Okay, now we got more eggs. Just throw those in there. Alright, so we do have the Wither Skeleton Skull, so that is an option. Do we want to go with that option? I'm not sure I want to take on a Wither. I mean, it could make for some entertaining gameplay, but we could also lose a Wither into the void, which could be kind of frustrating. I'm going to go for the slightly more time-consuming method and try and get the stars without ever having a Wither in the world. Okay, let's get rid of this creeper head. Excuse the cat in the background. You can hear the cat climbing around. Getting a little bit cray-cray. Alright, let's just pop the creeper head in there. And what else can we drop in there? Chili cheese blocks. And the scorched stone. The things we're going to be getting from those. So we'll just get a bunch of chili cheese blocks and then we'll mine those. Okay. So a stack of chili cheese blocks should be enough. Oh, not chili cheese blocks. Mature cheese clusters, that's the one we're looking for. Those ones. See if we can get at least 2 more Wither Star Fragments. We should probably set up a piston arrangement like we've got into the other cheese, but at the moment I'm just trying to get as much as possible. How much we got? We've got 13. Okay, quarter of a stack. Alright. That's a quarter of a stack now. That's at least a quarter of a stack. So I'll show you what we're looking for. We need to get 4 of them to make it with a star. Or we need to make some more soul sand and a big wither arena. We could try that option as well. If you'd like to see me attempt to take on a wither, then tell me in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to do it the easy way. Alright, how many we got? We've got 24, almost half a stack. 26. Let's drop some more things in here. Let's drop off the... We got scorched stone. Let's drop off some of that. So we're looking for more Nether Star shards. So need 4 of those to get the current quest. And then we need to make some cheese. Let's have a look at what the cheese is actually called. It is called Nether Star Cheese Block. So we actually need that to reach the end. Alright, so put that one back. And we'll just grab a few more of these. We could try making a wither cage, or we could try making a wither arena, or we could just get a bunch of these mature cheese clusters. We'll go for half a stack since we're basically there already. Let's see, 33. In fact, not going to take that long to get a stack the way we're going, so may as well sleep and get the. Yeah, look at that. We've got 35. We'll sleep and get the rain out of the way. It's a better viewing experience. Hey Zora. Thank you for the good luck wishes. I am trying to get to the point of having either being ready to take on a wither or just getting the Nether Star shards to make a Nether Star, and then immediately turn them back into Nether Star shards. And once we do that, we'll be able to get the end of the current quest line and get into the final quest line. How's your day going, Zora? You got time to stick around today, or are you just going to be lurking for a bit and disappearing? What do we got? 42. Ah, that's an interesting place to stop. Those are the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy fans. Alright. I think we're nearly there. 48, yep, getting close. 49. Not long to go for a stack, so we'll get a stack and then we'll hopefully get at least 1 or 2 Nether Star shards from that. They are very rare though. Up to 59, so 5 to go. So only going to be picking up the mature cheese clusters at the moment because we've got stacks of the other 2 items. Which means we've probably got more than enough to make ourselves a wither arena. So we didn't actually pick that one up. Let's see if it's gone anywhere. It's probably gone into the blazing blood. Not the most efficient way of doing things. It is more efficient to use pistons to push them out of the way and just mine the ones that don't go anywhere when they're pushed with a piston. Alright, 60. I don't know how it's only 60. There's one sitting there. Alright, so that should be almost a stack. 1 more to go. We got a stack. Okay. Now, being cheese, it acts like honey blocks when we step on it. So, Oh, we only had 44 chili cheese blocks. I thought we had a stack, but we definitely had a stack of those ones. So we'll pick up all of the extra scorched stone that's floating around. And I think we'll make ourselves a little platform to put the cheese clusters on, and then we'll mine them. Grab some food and a bit of a mining run around. Okay, so we got a 9 by 8 platform. Let's make it a 9 by 9, so we've got room to a 10 by 8, I should say, 10 by 10. We've got room to move around on the platform and mine the cheese clusters without losing any to the void. So we're going to want to clean up a bit of this. I think we've got a building one somewhere, but really can't be bothered at the moment. I think we'll just go this way. Okay, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This won't be enough, but we can go get another stack. Alright, let's get another stack. Oh, almost fell off the edge. We do have Forgiving Void, but it is a pain to fall off the edge. Let's grab... We don't have a full stack, but we've got most of a stack. That'll definitely be enough. Alright. I think that's going to be enough. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Alright, and we'll stick out the cheese cluster, because we can't jump once we're on top of it. We may as well only make it 1 layer high, because it's going to be more efficient to mine that way. We'll remine that one with the Silk Touch, and we'll grab a better pickaxe. I'm going to mine them all together, so it's not going to work. So it's got a similar look to the similar look, but a completely different sound to the scorched stone. As you can hear, it sounds like honey blocks basically. Looks really cool when you got a whole bunch of it though. How we got to the point of having all of this is another story entirely. So we started with some cheese blocks and it basically went from there, is the simple way to explain it. It's a bit more complicated than that, but that pretty much covers it. Okay, now we don't have Lucky here. I think it might be worthwhile adding Lucky to the Skyroot pickaxe, because it will make life a little bit easier. So from memory, Lucky was something we could add from here. Let's look up the Lucky. Alright, so we need block of lapis, copper ingots, and a blue flower of some sort. So, pretty sure we got the copper ingots. I'm pretty sure we can get the blocks of lapis. Let's have a look at what we've got over here. So we could do Yeah, we don't. I do have the copper. We don't have the blocks of lapis yet. We can get the blocks of lapis pretty quickly. A bunch of this stuff. So let's see about getting some more of that. We use the pickaxe because it's a bit faster. Alright. So it's a bit of a mining stream tonight, but hopefully we will get all the stuff we need. Bit of a grind this pack sometimes. Okay. So if you've caught my recent hardcore inheritance videos, this is a little bit different to that. This is obviously not vanilla. And it's a modded pack that I've been playing for a while. Been doing it weekly for, well, 21 weeks, so nearly 6 months. And it took me quite a while to get the blaze head, which was a requirement for progression for this particular quest line. So I'm glad to finally figure out how to get past that one. If you're wondering, it was using the XP cheese shop to buy an item that gave us the ability to pry up a mob spawner from the nether, and to buy a blaze egg to put into it, and to use the cleaver you saw me wielding earlier, so that we could actually just keep killing blazes outside of the nether until we got to the point where we were actually getting enough of them that we got the blaze heads. And the cleaver has severing, which means you're more likely to get a mob head when you attack a mob with it. If you kill the mob with the cleaver, there's a chance of getting a head. And other severing is actually the enchantment, or the modifier that it has. Okay, so we've got to the point where we're out of blocks that will move, so we'll mine all of those. You'll see why we're mining those. Now we'll get rid of this gunpowder and seeds, so we've got the room to pick things up. Let's see. Eat some food as well, and we'll get rid of some of these eggs. I'll take half of those chickens up to the campfire. We'll cook those, have some food. Alrighty. So last stream we got to the point of being able to get ice with the Silk Touch pickaxe that we've got. We were then able to get the packed ice and then blue ice, so that we could get the basalt generator. And with the basalt generator, we needed to get the soul sand as well. And we also got some cursed earth and some blessed earth. So the cursed earth is for getting mobs to spawn constantly, and that's obviously hostile mobs. And the blessed earth is the opposite. It's for getting the passive mobs, friendly mobs, to spawn constantly. We have plenty of mobs now, so just letting them do their thing. If we lose the mobs off to the void, that is fine. We will just make another blessed earth. But in the meantime, we are going to go back up the top, and we're going to grab all of those items that you saw there. So we're going to drop off this glowstone. And we've got lots of magic beans. We're going to drop off the scorched stone. And we're going to empty our inventory as much as we can to get all of the items from the cheese clusters, so that we can then get the lucky pickaxe, so that we can then hopefully get the nether star shards a lot faster. Alright. Eating a couple of chickens. We'll get rid of the seared stone. And basalt, smooth basalt. Pop those down in the chest over here. The seared ladder can go in there. Scorched bricks. So seared stone, seared ladder. We'll pop those in here. And let's see. More eggs. And apparently we got a piglin. Zombified piglin can stay there, I don't really mind. We do need to do something about our storage, but for the moment we're just going to ignore it. Okay. That's looking pretty good. We'll just get rid of a bit more stuff here. We'll throw chickens in there and wheat, and hopefully enough inventory space. Obsidian? No room for obsidian. Okay. Alright, let's see if that's enough. Looks like it might be. So as you can see, we get a bunch of different nuggets here. And these nuggets can be turned into various things. Hopefully we get enough of these that we can make the lapis block. Coal nuggets, iron nuggets. Okay, let's get the leather out of there. I'll put the lapis nuggets in there. As you can see, we got 5 lapis nuggets, which is not a lot. We got lots of amethyst as well. We got redstone nuggets and copper nuggets. And a bunch of these seared bricks. Right, so we can also make a few extras out of regular cheese. Alright. Bad grammar, hope it does well. Yes, thank you. Alright. Alright, nearly there. Nearly there for the first stack anyway. Just do our first row basically. And we'll mine it from above. I think we do need a similar arrangement for the mature cheese clusters. So you can just stack them and then mine down a stack. It seems like more fun to do it that way. Alrighty. And we've reached our push limit. Okay, so do we have more cheese there. And we did pick up the cheese. Awesome. So let's get ourselves another 11 blocks. Oh, that's right. It needs to be cheese clusters, not cheese blocks. Is it just these ones? I think it's just these ones. That gets us another 2. Yeah, there we go. Another 1. Okay, but we got the... There we go. So we could do another 8 if we had a stack of cheese. That's fine, we'll just get an extra 2. Alright, I saw 1 more lapis nugget in there, so that's good. Okay. We get 1 lapis block, we just need a bunch more lapis nuggets. That could take a while. Do we have... Actually, let's just buy the lapis. Much quicker. Okay, so... Yeah, look at that. Why did we mine for it in the first place? We can just do this. Alright. That gives us at least enough for the 2. Yep, perfect. So we got 2 lapis blocks. Alright, and then we've got copper ingots, 1 and 2. And we just need a blue flower, which I think we had some upstairs. Let's go check on that. We'll just throw that one in there. We got bone meal, and I think we've got some blue flowers over here. Yeah, there we go. So, thanks to a mod that's been added, we can get as many blue flowers as we want, just by bone milling the blue flowers, just like in Bedrock Edition. So, let's pop this down on here and get a lucky pickaxe. So, blue flower. Copper ingots. Blocks of lapis. And then we got a lucky pickaxe. Alright. Now let's throw out the luck on that one by mining that other stack with it. See what we get. And then we'll go back to mining the mature cheese clusters. Looks like we're getting a lot more of everything. Yeah, we got 7 there. That is definitely going to improve things. Alright, so we also got a bunch of bricks. Do we bother with this last one? Yeah, we'll push it up. I'll mine that one. Oh, that's those 2. Yep, we'll mine those 2. Look at that, we're getting enough of everything. Okay. We got more coal nuggets there. Oh, we'll pop away the eggs, leather. The rest goes upstairs. Alrighty. Pop that. Oh look, we even had some cornflower already. We didn't even need to get the blue flowers. Could have got everything just from what we already had, but that's okay. It's fun to actually use the items occasionally and you know, mine new stuff and harvest new stuff. But we do want to go through and see what we get with lucky with this lot. So that's not lapis we're getting. Oh, it looks like we got it wrong. It's not lapis we got there, by the way. That's cobalt that we're getting from this one. We're getting all nether themed Incas construct items. And then we got a third one. I think we're going to get the star without the wither. That'd be awesome. That would make the progression so much quicker. I think we've got 3 or 4, so if we get another stack of these, it should be basically done. So we've got netherite, we've got ancient scrap. Yep, so look at that. We've got 3, we just need 1 more of those. So we've got a bunch of cobalt nuggets, which means you can get even more cobalt, which means you can probably get some better armor before we go to the nether. Got a bunch of gold nuggets, which means we could go do some bartering with the piglins and get some more soil. And we could potentially actually take on a wither as well. We'll do it both ways. Alright, and as you can see, we've got netherite nuggets, we've got debris scrap, we've got a lot of that. And so we could potentially make a fair bit of netherite as well. So we've got 2 ways of getting gold. We've got a bunch of these scorched bricks as well. So can we make mature cheese clusters? We can, out of chili cheese blocks and scorched bricks. So that might be an option as well. Since we've got a lot of scorched bricks, we'll just make a bunch more of these. So that'll give us half a stack pretty quickly. And then when we mine those, with luck, we'll get a bunch more bricks. So we could potentially get another half a stack. I like it. It's a quick way of doing it. You get the chili cheese blocks from the fondue anyway, so may as well take whatever shortcuts we can. We want 2 more, okay. Let's see if we can get that 4th Wither Star Fragment. Wither Star Shard. Okay, not from that lot, but we've pushed the RNG a bit further, so hopefully we'll get another one soon. Okay, so we've got a stack of those. We really do need to make some compacting storage to take care of all of this. But yeah, look at that. We've got a bunch more bricks and a bunch more chili cheese blocks. Let's just keep going till we run out of bricks. Alright, didn't get another fragment yet, that's fine. We got more bricks though, so let's just rinse and repeat. And then we'll mine them manually with silk touch until we get what we need. Gets us another 4. Gets us another 2, and then we'll need to mine them manually. Would have been too much to hope for. That was one of those 2. We have 6 bricks left. We got 9 there, so almost gets us enough for another 2, but we'll pop those away for now. And we'll try manually mining again. We got a lot of gold nuggets, so that's great. And a lot of cobalt nuggets. What can we use cobalt for apart from making armor? Guess we'll just make some cobalt armor from it in a little bit. I'll do the silk touch thing here. Get lots of chili cheese here as well. Unfortunately, the end game is a bit grindy. I'm getting close to the end game now. Well, the pack is a bit grindy, but we've managed to grind through most of it. We're nearly at the end. Also, with that platform there, we've got less likelihood of things going into the void. Okay, we're going to need to repair that pickaxe. So let's pop that in here, and then we'll grab some, I guess, some skyroot to fix it with. Do we have any in here? We do not. We can go get some more. Oh look, we've got a skyroot pickaxe there as well. Well, I guess we'll go cut down the skyroot, and we'll grab some of that to repair it with. Just plant a replacement, and we'll let the sky slime grass place itself over time there. Let's see, I might grab the arrows for many of those later. And it looks like it's getting to night time again, so let's sleep before we get much going on. No, it must be daytime. No, sun is going down. We'll wait for it to go down. Alright. Yeah, it's night time now. Alright. Alright, there we go, sky slime, and it is repaired. The skyroot. The skyroot pickaxe is repaired. So again, we'll just get another stack of mature cheese clusters. Now that we've got the lucky, we don't need to mine the regular cheese clusters. We've got 3 of the shards we need, so we just need 1 more. Won't take too long. So potentially we've got another 100 or so blocks that we can mine, because we should be able to get another half stack from the bricks and all of this chili cheese. And then probably another quarter stack from that, and then another few more from there. So let's say at least 100 or so to mine, which for the percentage means that we should hopefully get some more with the lucky pickaxe. We'll definitely be faster with a piston arrangement. This should be the last time we need to mine this stuff for a little while though. Considering all the resources we get just trying to get the Nether Star Fragments. Nether Star Shards. I think we will potentially look at taking on a Wither as well, just for fun. Nearly there with the stack. Looks like one or two might have gone over the edge. Let's just check on that. Yep, we're 4 away from a stack. And we're 1 away from a stack. Okay. And we're 1 away from a stack still, because it's one of the few that didn't land where it was meant to. Okay, we have the stack. That's not the stack we want. That is fine, we'll just mine that. Something satisfying about placing this stuff, just like placing honey blocks in vanilla. I guess we can mine an extra one from there if we got one more than a stack. Which doesn't look like we did, so we might just silk touch that one. Let's make our nice little neat square again, the last 8 here. There we go. Alright, so let's mine this lot. With our lucky pickaxe, and hopefully we'll see the pale blue telltale sign of a dropped shard. Seeing lots of the dark blue of the cobalt. There it is, we got the 4th one. Drop all this stuff off, and we will reassemble the shard, and then we'll get, and then we'll disassemble it again, and we'll get the achievements for that, or the quest rewards for that. Okay, get rid of those ones, and we'll go back and pick everything up. And look at that, we're getting plenty of gold there as well. So if we wanted to go piglin bartering, we could. Why is that? Because I was pressing Control instead of Shift, that's why. Okay. Alright, now I've got halfway through the stream time, which means we're doing really well on time. And for some reason that's going to go off in 5 minutes because it decided I just acknowledged it rather than snoozing it, which is annoying, but that's fine. I'll deal with that when it happens. Okay, so there's our Nether Star Shard, and there's another stack, another 2 stacks of scorched bricks. Alright. So we need to assemble these into a nether star. That's one quest out of the way. And then, crazily enough, we disassemble them back into component parts to make the cheese and finish off the quest line. So we need them back in nether star shard form, and we need 1 dense cheese block and 2 Ica crystal blocks, as well as stuff that we've already got. So we will just break that again. And can't remember which basalt it was, so we'll get both in our inventory, and we will make sure that we've got the Ica blocks. So let's go and deal with that. Hello, Catsmith. Welcome. Oh, we've got a nether cow. Oh, really? Is that how you feel? Tell us how you really feel, Piglin. Okay. So we've got a bunch of mobs spilling out into the nether because we had way too many mobs spawning when we had the blessed earth. Alright. Let's just deal with you. Alright, and we just need some of these Ica crystals. Yep, that should be enough. We get blazing blood from these as well, so very useful. Basically, they're the nether equivalent of geodes. That's what I was trying to say. Alright, so if we block that off again, we can safely get in and out, even if there's a hoggle in there. If we just double check that recipe, the dense cheese block is the one item we don't have. It was smooth basalt, which we have, so that's fine. The dense cheese block is easy enough to get. And then we can actually get to the point of finding the cheese. Where's the cheese gone? Alright, so we've got 3 cheese there. If we just mine this out, we should be able to get 9 cheese reasonably quickly. That's what we need for the dense cheese block. We already have a dense cheese block, but that's what we wanted. Not too fussed about losing these. Alright, so that's 4. 5. Alright, let's push that one out of the way just to make sure we actually get that, and then we'll do the same with that one. The same with that one. And there's that timer I was talking about. Just set that to tell me not to bother me for another hour. Then we'll be ready to finish up stream at that point. Okay, so we've got enough to get that dense cheese block now, just from these ones. Oh, hello. You were a piglin, but now you're a zombified piglin? Okay. And I assume the maybe was a response to the question that's not really phrased as a question in the description. Whether you will. Because it could be read as whether you will. Or wither. Wither you will, as in the old-fashioned wither. Alright, so let's make that into a dense cheese block. Pop that in the middle here. And then we want the smooth basalt. But we had 2 of those. Well, we can make 2 of them, that's easy enough. Let's put one in a furnace. Excuse me, sheep. You're in my way. Thought we had more than one. Oh, you didn't notice it? Fair enough. It was just a general maybe. Always fun to have a general maybe. So we left our cheese down on the crafting workbench. No, we didn't. It's in our inventory. Why did we do that? Okay, so dense cheese block, smooth basalt, Ica crystal, nether star shards, and there's our first nether star cheese block. Or nether cheese block. Nether star cheese block. Okay, so we don't actually want to eat that. We want to move on to the next quest line. So that is finishing this quest line. Okay, so what did we unlock in the XP cheese shop? Iron golem spawn egg. Creative ability. Encyclopedia of Tinking. Creative upgrade. Creative soul slot. Creative defense slot. Okay, interesting. Totem of Undying, Conduit, Sniffer Egg, Frog Spawn, Phantom Membrane. Lots of stuff. Mending. So I think creative stuff was potentially it. And the Encyclopedia of Tinkering, I think we already have. And Conduit could be fun. Okay. I wonder if the Conduit would help with the Ender Dragon if we make sure we've got enough Prismarine to activate it. A general who's named Maybe. A general Maybe, yes. Alright. So, let's have a look at the next quest line. To the end. So it wants us to have a bucket of nether star cheese fondue. By which, of course, it means we need to melt down the nether star cheese. And how do we do that? We need 1 bucket of nether star cheese fondue. And that means we actually need at least 3 nether star cheese blocks. So, good thing we didn't just melt that down immediately. Okay. So, means it's probably worthwhile getting that wither after all. But first, let's get the freebies that we can out of the way. With the chili cheese blocks and the bricks. So it won't get us quite half a stack, but it's going to be a start. $25. Not bad. We'll mine those ones, and then we'll We'll see about getting some more soul sand or soul soil. Oh look, there's another nether star shard. Nice. We got 2 already. That's nice going. Alright. Let's get what we can from here. So that's another half a block of cheese. Okay. Let's see. We can make a few more cheese clusters. Mature cheese clusters. That's a regular cheese cluster. Okay, that's 10 more. Okay, that is a lot of gold nuggets and a lot of nether quartz and a lot of cobalt nuggets so far. Not a lot of netherite. Netherite seems to be just as uncommon as the nether star shards, or maybe a little bit less. A bit of debris scrap though, so could potentially make some more netherite. Okay. Only 4 this time. Alright. Oh, there's a 3rd nether star shard though, that was lucky. Looks like we'll make another another one. Yep, just another one. We'll mine it just in case it gets us a nether star shard, but I doubt it. It'd be hilarious if it did. Nope. Okay. Pretty good odds though, and we're nearly up to a 2nd netherite ingot. In fact, we got 3 of them there already. Okay. So 3 nether star shards. We're doing pretty well. Alright. Grab a few more bones and get some soul sand happening. I think we will have enough seared bricks that we can make a reasonable sized wither arena. Assuming that the wither doesn't just immediately cause problems for us. Alright. How many have we got so far? We've got 13. Cool, let's move it over there so I can keep track of that. And if we wanted to, we could set up another brick factory. A scorched brick factory. And make even more mature cheese clusters pretty quickly. Alright, nearly halfway through. Just want one more cluster, one more shard I should say, to make the cheese. And then we will have a go at making a wither. Just to make it a bit more interesting in the second half of the stream. We're up to 41. Did we miss any over this way? No, we didn't. Okay. Let's drop these off. And we'll keep track of when we've got a stack. Right. And of course we need to repair the pickaxe. That is fine. It's a silk touch one and it won't take that long. So we just need 10 more. Okay, so we'll just pop that one straight in here. Look at that, good as new. We already had the sky red. Jumped out this way. Got one jumped out the side, so we'll just get 3 more. 2 more. One more. There goes one down there. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Show you what happens if we try and jump on this stuff in a sec. I think I did that earlier accidentally, but I'll demonstrate it in a moment. Yeah, that's what happens if we try and jump. Might as well just mine this one. And we've got the light blue of the Nether Star shard. Of course, we've probably used up our luck for a little while, so we're not going to get it straight away. Or it's just not going to show up because we pick it up straight away since we've got one in inventory. Nope. Last row. Alright. All that stuff in our inventory that we are blocking things with, so scorch stone away, scorch brick, chili cheese, another freaking egg. Let's just put the egg there with the rest. Let's see. Alright, let's go pick this lot up. One, two, three, not quite 4. Alright, let's make as many as we can then. Alright, another 24. Let's get one more and make it 25. No more from this run. Okay. I'll get one more from mining this way, and then we will definitely go for making a wither. We've got a lot of seared stone starting to stack up. Scorched stone, I should say. Which is in fact the one we need. Okay. Another egg, lots more glowstone. Alright, and more netherite nuggets. So I think we've got enough to make, almost enough to make 3 more netherite ingots. 4 more. Yeah, we just got some ridiculous RNG. Used up a lot of our RNG luck, I think. One more. Alright, we'll repair you. You're getting low. Okay, so we've got three and 3/4 stacks of scorched bricks. Oh, that wasn't intentional, but that was the job. Alright. Eat some more chicken soon as well, I think. Let's make sure we've got enough space in the inventory. Throw a few eggs. May or may not get more chickens from that. Don't really care. Just to make the space. Let's put these in the hotbar. Alright, we got 9, 10. Just want to get that one more from mining, and then as I said, we'll do a wither. We've got 14. $18. $20. Alright, 40 to go. Alright, halfway to the stack. Now there's a few. 3/4 of a stack. Alright, there's our 3/4 of a stack. Let's check what's popped out, if anything. Couple more. Alright. Tend to go. Nearly there. Okay, over a stack. That's good. We got 5 over a stack. Cool. Alright, we're now starting that lot. Thought I saw one. Yep, okay, awesome. Let's get the rest of this. We get, we got the fifth one. If we get super lucky, we'll be able to do 2 more cheese. Without needing to get any more direct mining of clusters. Probably not. Alright, now there's our 3 more netherite ingots. Alright, so 27 more. Not quite half a stack, but pretty close. Alright, don't think we're going to get any more at the moment, so we'll just craft up the last of these. Actually add a chili cheese first, that's funny. Alright, there's 10. I'll mine these 10. Uh, 32, so that's another 4. I think this is going to be the last lot, maybe 1 or 2 more. Yes, that'll be 1 more and 4 left over. We'll do the last one. Alright. And I predict that there will be no fragment. Yay, prediction correct. Okay. So, with 7 bricks left, that looks like it is time to move on. $42 gold. Nice. That's those ones. There's almost another 3. Alright. Well, it's a lot of gold, but not what we're looking for at the moment. Oh, look at that. There's even 15 more nuggets. Let's sort that one out then. Okay. So, a lot of gold. Huh. Okay, so... pop that away. And we want more basalt. And more cheese. Alright. So we got 2 more there. Need regular cheese and... so we need... one dense cheese. Oh, that's why. Derp. Alright. Let's get this second one out of the way. We did finish the quest line, but then we've started the new one, and the first thing we have to do is get more of the same. So, you know, typical quest mod pack. You just got something that was very hard to do, now do it more times so you can progress the pack. Alright. Yeah, less cheese than I expected. There you go, regular cheese. Come on. More cheese. Oh. Not intended. Oh, it's reached its limit. Okay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 2 more. 1 more. And there it is. Okay. So let's get this cheese cluster happening again. Was dense cheese block. We get our second of the required items. What are you doing, cat? There's a cat in here that's being noisy and silly. Okay. So that should be everything for the moment. Oh, apart from those ones. We need to get those redstone nuggets away. Alrighty. Let's put those away. Okay. Now we'll put the gold over here with the other gold. We'll sleep and we'll make a second Nether Star cheese block. Okay, let's see. More cheese clusters are there, so let's get rid of those. Let's pop them on here for now. Alright, we'll leave those be and we'll get this dense cheese block. What are you doing, kitty cat? You're being super noisy. Alright, so that's our second one. Of course, we need a third one. Alright, just gonna grab a drink. Alright, let's get a few of these, a few more of these necrotic bones happening. Get these ones melted down. Got any more in here? We've got blazing bones, we'll leave those. And we don't have any in there, so let's just grab a few more from the spawner, shall we? Alright, looks like another skull there as well. Another 2 skulls. So we could take out 2 withers if we were adventurous enough. And we got 14 necrotic bones. How much do we get for each of those? We get 90 millibuckets. So that means we get 1 bucket for what we've got at the moment. Doesn't seem like enough somehow. But we will put those wither skeleton skulls over there. And grab some more chicken. We'll pop that away. And grab 2 chickens. We'll eat those. If we could add lucky to this as well as necrotic, as well as severing, I should say. Getting a lot of skulls. Way more than we did with the blazes. Yeah, we got enough for 2 withers. Not really feeling like taking another wither anymore. Might use the rest of today's stream time to build a little platform and do some withers next time. We're going to need the soul sand. In fact, we can, rather than going the slow way for this, we could just do the bartering method. That might be simpler. Okay. Can these fit in there? They cannot. That can. That will do us for now then. We will try bartering. Oh, I got a dude up there. Is he? Yeah, he's not a baby. He'll do just fine. Well, that's all nice, all well and good, but we actually want the soul sand, buddy. You give us some soul sand? Arrows. Wow. Okay, I think we're gonna have to Still no soul sand? No. Okay. Oh, soul sand, soul soil, either one. Oh, there we go. We've got some soul sand. Alright. We'll drop off some of this stuff. The crying obsidian might be useful for wither cages as well, or at least for camping a wither cage. We got enough for one wither. Let's go for some bartering and get a second one, and let's get rid of some of these eggs. All right. You don't want to listen to me. Okay, let's talk to the other ones. Leather. And that's a lot more soul sand. That is pretty much what we wanted. Okay. So we'll just drop off the rest of the stuff and we'll get that leather in a sec. Alright. Let's see. Seared brick needs to be dropped off. Don't have room for it. Let's see. Do we have nether bricks here? I think we've got nether bricks here. Yeah, we do. Okay. String? Yeah, string. Get that leather and come back. But yeah, we've got considerably more soul sand than we had, so that's good. Right. Right. All right. Sleep. I've actually got no idea how to make a wither cage, so feel free to tell me in the comments what I should be doing if I want to make a wither cage. I've got crying obsidian, and I've got obsidian. Is that going to be enough? lot of scorched stone as well, so maybe we drop off the coal, get some more chickens. No, trying to get to you. I'm trying to get to that chest, you silly thing. Okay, we've got one chicken left. Got some pork though. I'll grab the pork. And one chicken if we need it. Eat the chicken first. And the pork. And we'll just grab 4 more pork and we'll cook those up. Yeah, so I'm talking about stuff we get from your nether cousin, not from you. Your cousin's in the nether. Alright. So let's just say if we were, for example, to put down one regular obsidian down here, and then we gotta make sure we have a diamond pickaxe before we do too much more of this. Can we not have a... Ah, you had the iron trade. There we go. Alright. And we're now officially running out of time. Let's go with another 25 minutes on the timer, and we might just quickly grab a diamond pickaxe. Or better still, some diamonds. No blocks? No blocks, okay. We'll just grab a few helmets then. A couple of helmets. Protection 2, unbreaking 2. Alright, let's craft 2 of those together. Protection 3, unbreaking 3. And disenchant that one. Put that one on head. And one more. That one. Get ourselves a block of diamond and we'll get a diamond pickaxe. So we've got arrows there. May as well just shoot an arrow off into the void to get rid of that one. You can see diamonds or emeralds as well. Better off to get more armor. Turn that into iron. Get 1 block, 4 gems, perfect. So let's go with. Whoops. 1 block. And we got a gem cast, so let's go the 4 gems as well. One gem left, let's do that. Put the ingot cast back. Alrighty. Diamond pickaxe, here we come. Let's go back in there. Where did that crying obsidian go? Dropped it over here. Okay. So we've got 5 left. Means that we should, in theory, be able to put more up here. I don't know how this is going to work, but we can try. This is probably going to be completely wrong, but I'll give it a try. What I might do is just build a big box around here just in case. Okay, and let's see. Hopefully that will be enough if I do that. Alright, let's give this another go. Well, give it a go. I'll put a lid on just in case things go horribly wrong. We're now getting a wandering trader in here. Of course we are. Maybe we check out the wandering trader first. This looks like it's probably not high enough anyway, so... We got a perfectly valid area you could spawn above this, but no, you decide to spawn on it. It makes no sense to me, but okay, wandering trader. Whatever works for you. Let's see what you got. Just push you in there for now. Okay. What do you got? Nothing particularly interesting. Already got all that stuff, so you can just stay down there. I wonder if we could just turn this into a giant giant smeltery, not smeltery, giant forge, whatever they're called, a giant thingo. I'm sure this isn't going to be enough to... Yeah, this is salt sand anyway, so we want to pick that up again. We just want to... There we go. Giant foundry, that's what I was thinking. We could potentially turn it into a giant foundry. Okay. Let's just go with taking those ones out. Right, let's go from the top. Not sure if this is going to be the right way to do it, but why not? Put a lid on the edge of it. We'll just get a few more blocks. All right. Let's see how we go with the wither. hopefully it contains it properly. Let's see, 12. Is that going to be enough? Probably not. Okay, so I think we need some glowstone. Go with one there and one there. It's not right, but we've crossed one. Alright, let's go get those skeleton skulls and see what happens. Pop these down, or away, rather. Alright, here goes. And it misses the cage. Missed the cage, okay. Wow. Insta-kill. That was unexpected. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where has the wither gone? Up there. Jeez. Yeah, this is a mistake, but it was a fun mistake. It's going to destroy everything. Unless we can get in a wither cage. Maybe we can take it out with a bow. Where's it gone? Hey! Wow. Withered away, huh? I don't even know where my dogs went. Yeah, that was a big mistake. We're gonna lose the lot. Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. Where the heck is the Wither? Yeah, that was not a good idea. Alright. This has really gone badly. I thought it would. Okay. Now, where is my corpse? Is it even reachable? Okay, there's a corpse. That's very freaky seeing my corpse looking at me. So where has it gone? It's over there somewhere. There it is. Okay, I managed to shoot it, I think. This is a big mistake, but it's been a lot of fun. Alright, let's see if I can shoot it again. Where's it gone? I can't even see to get to it. Okay. Nothing there. Okay, let's get out of here. Withered away. Alright. This is just getting silly. Okay, Okay, well I can say fish. For the moment, I just got to figure out how to shoot it. Well, I'll fall. Let's see how we go. Okay, it's trying to shoot me. Is it just silly? I shot myself. Oh, that's hilarious. Wither away while shooting myself. Okay, what can I get from this sculpt, if anything useful? Not much. So, lesson to self. That is not how you fight a wither. Get ready to destroy absolutely everything I had. That was fun though. Alright, well I'm probably going to have to pack it in and deal with the wither later, but this has been amusing, definitely. We'll find some storage that still exists to put this in, maybe in the in the mob farm. It's like the wither's gone now. Maybe it's followed me somewhere and disappeared. Maybe it disappeared off the edge of the earth. Alright, well the wither seems to be gone, so that's an improvement. So lesson learned, that's not how you kill a wither. Alright. Wither is still around. This may take a while to resolve. I think I have time for it tonight. Maybe I can find an infinity bow. Okay, well the wither's nearly dead. If I can find it, maybe I can shoot it. This could actually be salvageable. The wither's not gone completely. I think the wither might have moved on. Yeah, I think it has. Okay, well, that might be a good place to leave things, considering I've basically pretty much destroyed my infrastructure. Entertaining all the same, and I've still got my Wither Skeletons farm and my basic infrastructure, so I think we can probably recover from this. But yeah, this is why I don't usually take withers on. Look at all of this stuff. Wither seems to be gone, so we'll just clean things up a bit, and then we'll wrap up the stream. That was amusing all the same. It's a good lesson for me on why I don't do things that way. Well, a good reminder, I should say, for why I don't do things that way. Alright. Apparently swimming up the mushroom soup doesn't work. Okay. Beetroot soup? Yeah, beetroot soup will let us swim up. Okay. So let's place some blocks back around this stuff. Alright, that does seem to have cleaned up most of that mess. So that's good. Means we should be able to... Yep. We'll just rebuild with some of these blocks for the moment, and we'll get more turf, more dirt and stuff later on. Well, that was entertaining, but not a good idea, I think, is what I learned from that. So where's the source block for this one? I think that's here. Yep. There we go. Ah. Well, I got some wither roses. That's fun. Means I can probably make as many wither roses as I want. And most of their storage here is still here, so that's good. Oh, there you go. Looks pretty good. Yep, okay, cool. Should be salvageable. We'll leave it there. Might even still have a bed. No, we don't still have a bed. Yeah, we do. We still have a bed. There you go. Just need to get some new villagers. Huh. This chest is still here. We didn't lose much at all, really. Just our pride. Okay. Yeah, we lost our nether portal, but that's not irretrievable. That's very funny though. Those things got covered up in cheese curd. That's very funny. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of cheese curd and another wither rose there. All right. All right, stand up here and quickly cover that up again. Alright, so this stuff can be destroyed quite easily, but some of this stuff can't. It's good to know. Glad we didn't lose our cheese. That would have been disastrous if we lost the cheese we spent so long getting to. Everything else can be replaced. It's all fairly low tier. Villages are a bit of a setback, but it's not the end of the world. We do have a biome. We can get rid of that skeleton. Yep, bye-bye skeleton. Alright, on that note, now that we've completely trashed our base with a wither and learnt why we don't fight withers freehand, I think it's a good time to think about packing things up. Or stopping for the night. We still have a bed, so there's that. And we still have the ability to get more cheese. We just need a pickaxe, which I'm pretty sure we can do. Look, we can even do a diamond one. In fact, we got most of our Tinker's stuff still, so that won't take long. Won't take long to recover from. We'll just get a... oh, look, we even got a pickaxe there. Let's just use that. Get some cheese and we'll get the other things back with no time. In fact, we've got dripstone. We can get our lava back even. Look at that. Alright. We'll reveal the rest later. It has been a lot of fun getting a wither. I've never done anything like that. Never done anything that silly. Well, I haven't done anything that silly in a long time, so that was very fun. As long as we can get some cheese, we can get all the starter stuff back pretty easily. And cheese should be pretty achievable. Look at that, we've got cheese already. All right. Let's leave it there before I decide to do anything else really silly. That's been a fun stream. So I will see you in the next cheese block stream, where we will probably do a bit more mining to get that last bit of nether star cheese and move on and see if we can get ourselves rebuilt back to the level we were at before. All right. On that note, I'll hit my outro screen. And I will say, I will see you in the next one. And I'll also say thank you to Catsmith, if you're still watching, for being a patron, and just in general for turning up for the stream. And thank you also to my other patrons, whose names escape me at the moment. Give me a sec. So it's Catsmith and the Fantastic Soap and Only Arrow are my patrons. So thank you to them for continuing to be patrons. And I will see you in another video or stream. I'll have another cheesebox stream next week, and I'll have an interesting stream this weekend. I'll probably be starting Skyflat again from 1.17 and looking at trying to get some axolotls and start a new iteration of the Skyflat server. So that'll be a lot of fun. And also keep an eye out for Minecraft Inheritance. I'll have another one of those out next week. I had one out within the last day or so, so feel free to check that one out. And I'll have some more new content coming soon. Also have the Ethereal Airships mod pack that I'm working on. That's every second weekend that I stream that one. So keep an eye out for more content on that. And also just a general channel update. I was going to do one in the month of July, but that's just passed for me. So I will do an August channel update. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe, follow on Twitch, donate on Ko-fi, or become a patron, any of those good things. And I will see you, hopefully, in another video or stream. And music is, of course, Cobblestone Generator by Apollo Music. And yeah, I'm Tech Head Fred, if you hadn't realised. Been a very chaotic and very fun cheese block stream. Thought I'd mix it up a bit. We certainly got a bit of progress in, and we also did some very silly stuff, taking on a wither, and learned how not to make a wither cage. So, or how not to position the wither for a wither cage. Obviously, got to put it further forward by 1. I might have a bit of a test of this world I'll do a backup of what's remaining of the world and go into creative mode and see if I can figure out how to do it with a cage for a future stream. But yeah, definitely had a lot of fun with this one. Seeing the wither completely decimate everything and realizing it wouldn't take that long to get back was quite amusing. So thanks for watching, really appreciate it. I knew what I was in for. I knew I was going to get it wrong. It was funny all the same. Music, of course, is Biopolo music, and I had Too High to Die and Mud Puddle at the beginning, and that one you're just listening to was a Cobblestone Generator, which will start up again in a moment, and then once that finishes up, that'll be the end of the stream. Anyway, I always find this stuff amusing, so thank you for being here once more. And thank you for watching the chaos and enjoying it if you did. Alright. This is what happens when I don't go into a stream with a plan, apart from make some progress on the quests and just see how you go with fighting a wither. Never goes well for me, not without a cage.